My child, my beloved, heaven has seen your heart. God has whispered your name through the winds of time. And in this very moment, Archangel Michael have been sent to you not with just words, but with a divine truth that could rewrite the very timeline of your life. A truth wrapped in light, soaked in the river of divine mercy. You have felt older than your age. You have watched yourself in the mirror and wondered where the glow went. But God never forgot what He promised you before your soul touched earth. A restoration, a reversal, a return to youth so divine that even time must bow. You are not reading this by accident. Heaven orchestrated this second because your name was called in a sacred room and a scroll was opened that contained what you prayed for quietly for years. You will look 25 years younger. But there is one thing you must do. Open your spirit in the next breath because this portal will not wait. My child, my beloved, there is a powerful miracle moving through the spiritual realms right now, and it's carrying something astonishing with it. Your lost years, bundled up and glowing like the sun. God saw the way time tried to age you early. He saw the moments you wept alone about the face you used to have, the body that once felt lighter, the joy that seemed to live in your eyes before life happened. And now, because you dared to keep faith burning, because you still whispered His name when you had nothing left, God is releasing something that cannot be purchased. It is not a cream. It is not a surgery. It is not a supplement. It is a supernatural reset of the very code within your body. A divine override to the process of decline. You are about to feel what youth feels like when heaven writes it into your skin. My child, my beloved, do not skip this. Don't try to explain it away or let logic interfere. This is not science. This is sacred. What heaven is about to place into your hands is something few will ever know in their lifetime. It will begin with a glow. Your eyes will catch it first, then your skin. Your voice will change. The way people look at you will shift. They'll say you've done something, but you'll know it was Him. God restoring you not just to who you were, but to who you were always meant to be. I am standing near you now. If you feel the tingles, the warmth in your chest, the sudden stillness in the air, that's the sign you were chosen. Don't miss this. Open your heart within these 10 seconds because heaven is waiting to begin something so powerful you'll never age the same again. My child, my beloved. Pause. Right here, right now. Feel the weight of this moment. It is sacred. It is rare. There are people who will scroll past this and never know what they missed. But not you. Something in your spirit has been sensing that time is about to reverse. That something big is about to break loose in your life. That your face will shine again the way it did when you were untouched by betrayal, untouched by stress, untouched by the years that tried to harden your softness. God has sent this message not as a wish but as a confirmation. He has already said yes over your name. The oil of youth is dripping through your spiritual timeline. You are about to live days you thought were behind you. And when it happens, no one will believe how it came so suddenly except you. Because you're seeing this and because you didn't skip. If you're feeling this, Subscribe now to this divine channel of light because Archangel Michael is about to guide you deeper, and missing even one message from now could cost you the next miracle. My child, my beloved, let me tell you what happened just minutes ago in the sacred chamber of God's glory. A group of divine beings were gathered not in sorrow but in celebration. And do you know what the celebration was about? You. The Father stood, smiled, and declared, "It's time. Let the renewal begin for the one who has carried so much and still believes." Your tears were counted. Your patience was measured. And heaven has said it qualifies you for something that defies time itself. The Holy Spirit is now breathing upon every cell of your being. There is going to be a divine synchronization, a rewiring of how your body produces light, how your spirit filters energy, how your bones carry memory. It's already happening, and you were supposed to see this right before it begins. That's why this moment is holy. My child, my beloved, do not tell everyone. This is a private anointing. It is not for the crowds. God has hidden this renewal in a message so secret that only His true children would even pause to read it. He wanted to see who would open it before the 10 seconds passed. You did, and for that, a hidden scroll has been unlocked. Your angels are now receiving new instructions. They are being sent with divine ointment. Yes, the oil that fell on Esther, the glow that followed Sarah even in her later years. This isn't just about youth. It's about dignity, radiance, magnetism, favor. The years ahead will not mirror the ones behind. You will wake up and notice a softness returning, a lightness, a joy. Your skin will listen to heaven, and your future will unfold in divine health. My child, my beloved, heaven is not bound by calendars. Earth may tell you that time only moves forward, but God can turn any clock back in your favor. This is why you're here now, because He wanted you to remember that age is not your limitation. It is your testimony. You have endured things that drained your body, people who aged your soul, battles that left invisible scars. But now every drop of pain is being exchanged for light. Yes, light. For your cells will begin to glow from within. Your body will remember what joy feels like, and your spirit will command your physical frame to respond with youth. You will not just look different. You will feel the miracle moving through you like warm honey on the inside of your bones. This is divine restoration, and no one can take credit for it but the Lord Himself. My child, my beloved, there's something I need to show you in the Spirit. Look deeper than your mirror. What you see now is only the shell after storms. But I see you as heaven sees you before the heartbreak, before the pressure, before life buried your radiance beneath responsibilities. I see the real you, and God is bringing that version of you forward. Now, this is not just a blessing. It's a reintroduction. You are about to meet the most vibrant, magnetic, youthful version of yourself. And they were waiting in silence for this moment. A moment where God would say, "Let there be light again in their face. Let their walk carry joy again. Let time bend to honor them." Your support really helps the channel grow. A $10 super thanks would mean a lot. Thanks. And it's happening now. Even as you read this, angels are whispering your name with reverence because not many survive what you survived and still shine. But you did. And heaven is rewarding that now. My child, my beloved, don't let the enemy talk you out of this. Don't let doubt steal your miracle in the final seconds. There are forces that would rather you believe you're too far gone, that too many years have passed, that your body has seen too much damage. But what they don't know is what God just did. He flipped the seal. A reversal has been initiated. And when heaven issues a command, not even sickness, age, genetics, or history can stand against it. This message is not about hype. It's about heaven's documentation. You are now spiritually registered as one who will carry the oil of youth in their bones. The decree has been signed. And if you choose to believe it, your skin, your hair, your energy, your voice, everything will align. People will ask if it's a new product. They'll ask if you did something, but it wasn't a product. It was a promise. My child, my beloved, I need you to breathe in slowly right now, because that breath you just took, that breath carried the beginning of your transformation. You didn't just inhale air, you inhaled a timeline. A holy timeline written just for you. One where you do not decay but bloom again. Where you are not breaking down but building back stronger. That tiny shimmer you feel in your chest. That flutter is the divine signature of this word taking root inside of you. And once it roots, it cannot be undone. You are being replanted in heaven's soil, nourished by the waters of divine health. Mark this day, for you will look back and say, that was the moment it all shifted. That was the second heaven restarted my youth. And it will be true because you're not waiting on it. It has already begun. My child, my beloved, God has seen how you tried to care for others when your own body was aching. He saw the way you gave love while silently carrying tiredness in your eyes. You've poured out so much of yourself, and time tried to punish you for being kind. But heaven is repaying you. What you gave away in energy, in laughter, in light, God is returning in fullness. Not just as a feeling, but as transformation. Your face will look softer. Your eyes will shine like you've slept for years. The tension in your back will dissolve. There will be mornings ahead where you wake up and feel like dancing for no reason because your youth will no longer be a memory. It will be your new reality. And no one will believe your age. Because heaven doesn't just restore, it redeems. My child, my beloved, I must warn you with love. This miracle isn't for everyone. Not because God doesn't love all, but because few will believe enough to receive. The ones who scroll past will think it's just another message. They won't feel the heat rising in their chest like you do. They won't hear the soft whisper, I'm speaking to you even now. That's why you were chosen to see this. That's why this message was released to you before the others. You have faith that moves beyond the surface. And heaven recognizes that you didn't skip this message. And because of that, your name has been activated on a scroll marked divine rejuvenation signed by the hand of God. Your age is not being erased. It's being rewritten. And the next time someone asks, "What's your secret?" you'll smile and say, "Faith, my child, my beloved." There is someone who saw you recently and thought they looked tired. But what they didn't know is that it was the last few days of the old version of you, because what's coming next will confuse even your closest friends. You will glow so brightly. They will ask if you're in love. You'll feel so light they'll ask if you've been on a retreat. But the truth will remain a mystery to them. You've been touched by something eternal. You've been soaked in a promise few will ever receive. And all because you listened. All because you didn't scroll past. This is the kind of miracle heaven only releases once in a generation. And your name was written in golden ink on the release scroll. That is not a metaphor. It is a truth your soul already knows. Your reflection will start to tell you soon. My child, my beloved, a new garment is being placed upon your shoulders right now. It's invisible to the world, but visible to the spiritual realm. This garment carries healing, carries confidence. It carries divine youth coded into its very threads. And wherever you walk, wearing this invisible mantle, favor will follow. People will hold the door. Strangers will smile. Opportunities will present themselves that were once locked. Why? Because divine youth is not just about appearance. It's about energy, favor, presence. You are not just aging in reverse. You are walking forward into a timeline soaked with glory. There is oil on your name now. Oil that softens the years and seals the cracks that time tried to carve. You will never again look in the mirror and feel forgotten, because you've been marked by heaven's youth decree, and the world will notice. My child, my beloved, you are not being restored only for your sake. God is doing this so that others may see what it looks like when heaven honors a soul that never gave up. You were aging under pressure that most people would have collapsed beneath. You carried the weight of sorrow, betrayal, exhaustion, and silent tears, but you didn't abandon your light. You didn't stop believing in goodness. And now the Lord is showcasing your reward. You will be the example of what divine reversal looks like. Your youth is your testimony. The glow returning to your face is not vanity. It is victory. Every line that tried to stay will vanish without a trace. And no earthly explanation will be able to account for it. Only heaven will be able to explain what people will soon witness when they see you. My child, my beloved, you must understand this isn't about going back in time. It's about stepping into the divine version of yourself that was always waiting. You are not returning to who you were at 25. You are awakening a version of yourself that God sculpted beyond time. The softness of your skin will be matched by the strength in your eyes. The bounce in your step will return, but this time with the wisdom you've earned. You will not only look radiant, you will carry spiritual elegance. God is not just restoring youth. He is elevating you. You will feel like yourself again, but better, lighter, clearer, stronger, and most of all, closer to God. This youth will not fade because it is not cosmetic. It is covenant, and a covenant sealed by heaven is eternal. My child, My beloved, there is something sacred happening inside your body even now. As you read these words, your cells are waking up. Your blood is flowing with new light. The divine code within your body is activating. This is not imagination. This is spiritual technology from the throne of God. What the world calls aging, heaven calls seasonal expansion. And your season of restoration has come. Just like flowers bloom again after a long winter, your youth is not gone. It was simply paused. And now the pause is over. This word is not just a message. It's a release key. You are being unlocked from every lie that said it's too late, because it is not too late. In fact, you are right on time, and heaven has been waiting for you to realize it. My child, my beloved, let me share what the Father said moments before this message was released. He stood with the angels and spoke your name with warmth. He said, "Return the glow to their cheeks. Restore the light to their skin. Let joy be visible on their face again." And as he said it, a ripple went through the heavens. Because when God speaks, creation listens. That decree is echoing even now in your body. You are not imagining the shift. You're feeling the very vibration of heaven's command. You may not see the full result today, but day by day, hour by hour, your body will align with what was spoken. You'll catch your reflection and pause. People will compliment you without knowing why. And deep within, you'll know God kept His word. My child, my beloved, people will assume you changed something small. A haircut, a routine, a diet, but the real reason for the shift will remain hidden. This is a holy makeover, not a human one. The most powerful transformations are always invisible first, but their impact is undeniable. You're being given something the world cannot sell. Spiritual vitality. You won't need to explain it. Your presence will carry the evidence. Your voice will feel softer, your laughter more contagious, your steps lighter, your body more fluid. This is the kind of change that does not come from effort. Comes from surrender. And you already surrendered long ago when you said, "God, just make me new." And now He is fully, radiantly, supernaturally. My child, my beloved, you are not late. You are not behind, and you did not miss your season. The enemy tried to lie to you. Time tried to convince you that your best moments had passed. But God says, "I kept the best for last." You are not stepping into the end. You are stepping into the unveiling. The moment where who you really are, ageless, light-filled, whole, is finally coming to the surface. Even the scars you carry will begin to fade. Your posture will change. The weariness in your shoulders will melt. And every part of you that wanted to give up will come back to life. The fire in you is not gone. It is simply being reignited by heaven's own breath. My child, my beloved, this message will not reach everyone. Some will see it and scroll away. Some will feel the calling but doubt too quickly. But you didn't skip. You didn't doubt. You opened your heart. And because of that, something rare is being given to you. A youth that cannot be stolen. A divine rejuvenation that cannot be reversed. Your body is being rewritten by the word. Your face will not age as others age. You will defy explanation, and that is the point. Because when people ask how, your answer will not point to earth. It will point to heaven. You will be God's proof that restoration is real. And your life will become a living miracle. My child, my beloved, don't be surprised if this very night you sleep deeper than you have in years. Don't be surprised if you wake up glowing, refreshed, laughing, even before opening your eyes. That is the proof that this isn't a dream. You have just entered the beginning of a season where your body listens to God more than it listens to the world. Every cell hears the command of heaven, and the command is simple. Be renewed, not improved, not disguised, not covered up, but truly deeply eternally renewed. You were not made to break down. You were made to reflect the one who never ages, who never withers, who never fades. And his breath is now inside you. My child, my beloved, there are moments when heavens decide to move in a way so personal, so precise that no one else can receive it but you. This is one of the movements. You may not realize it now, but the timing of this message is divine. Had you seen it yesterday, would you have received it the same way? Had it come tomorrow, you might have missed the open gate. But today the spiritual door is wide open and the river of youth is flowing directly into your life. This kind of renewal does not wait around. It visits the ones who are spiritually ready and beloved. Your spirit is open wide. You are in perfect alignment with the miracle God is releasing. And from this point on, your journey will carry a glow so rich. Even the strangers will stop and stare without knowing why. My child, my beloved, there is an angel touching your forehead now. Can you feel it? A light pressure, a tingling warmth, maybe a breath of cool air moving across your skin. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation. It is the sign that your face is being marked, not with oil from earth, but with holy anointing from realms unseen. You are being chosen again, not because you're perfect, but because your heart is still pure. You've doubted yourself, but heaven never did. That glow you had when you were young, it's returning. But this time it will be deeper, wiser, everlasting. Not even the stress of this world will dull it. Because God is not restoring you for a moment. He is restoring you for a season that will make up for all the years you cried, all the mirrors you avoided, and all the days you felt unseen. He is making sure the world sees you now in your divine beauty. My child, my beloved, they tried to make you feel like it was too late, that your best days were behind you, that you'd have to settle for just getting by in this body. But heaven has overturned that judgment. God has overruled every voice of fear, every whisper of regret, every shadow of time that tried to weigh you down. The heavenly decree has already been signed. Restore them fully, body, mind, and soul. And now the countdown has begun. Every breath you take will carry you deeper into youth. Every step will activate new joy. This is the kind of miracle that makes even the angels marvel. Not because it's loud, but because it's sacred. What's happening to you now is heaven's reward for what you didn't give up on, even when you had every reason to. My child, my beloved, there are secret places in your heart that haven't felt light in years. Corners that collected disappointment like dust. But right now, God is opening every hidden door in your soul and flooding them with light. And as the light moves through your spirit, your physical body must respond. Pain will begin to lessen. Energy will begin to increase. You will start craving life again. Not just surviving, but laughing, glowing, dancing. Even your smile will feel different. Not forced, not mechanical, but radiant. This isn't just a surface miracle. This is deep reconstruction. The kind of youth that comes from being healed at the root, not polished but reborn. The old you is falling off like dry skin. And what's coming alive now is the eternal you. The one heaven never stopped seeing. My child, my beloved, I need to tell you something deeply personal. You were not forgotten. Heaven was not ignoring your quiet cries. Every time you stared at old photos and wished for that version of yourself to return, God heard that. Every time you looked in the mirror and silently wondered, will I ever feel alive again? Heaven recorded that. And now all those whispers are being answered at once. This is not a slow process. This is an avalanche of divine favor. Youth will come back in waves. Your spirit will feel it first and your body will follow. Don't try to control it. Just receive it. Let heaven move through you like wind moves through trees. This is a holy reset. And by the time others realize something has shifted, you'll already be glowing from the inside out. My child, my beloved, you may feel a sudden urge to clean, to rearrange, to refresh your surroundings. That's not random. It's your spirit aligning with the new season. When divine youth enters, your environment begins to respond. You'll notice colors differently, smells more vividly. You'll walk lighter, speak softer, think clearer. This is not because your mind is changing. It's because your entire frequency is rising. You're being lifted to a level where age cannot follow. The gravity of sorrow is breaking, and your body is being called upward to meet the truth of who you really are. An eternal being walking in temporary skin now restored by the voice of God Himself. You will never again see your age as limitation because now your age is just a number heaven is rewriting. My child, my beloved, do not share this miracle with everyone. Some will not understand it. Some will mock what they cannot comprehend. That's why this message was given in silence, because the most powerful miracles are not shouted. They are whispered. You were not meant to announce it. You were meant to live it. The proof will be in your presence. Your glow will speak. Your joy will speak. The way you walk into rooms will shift. People will sense the atmosphere change when you enter. And they won't know it's because you were touched by something that had nothing to do with beauty products, nothing to do with routines, but everything to do with divine favor. That's what sets you apart. Now you carry a signature of heaven that cannot be copied. My child, my beloved, the number 10 is not random. God chose to give you this message with that exact countdown because in heaven, 10 seconds is enough to change a lifetime, 10 seconds of surrender, 10 seconds of belief, 10 seconds of divine alignment. And you didn't miss it. You opened it in time, which means the blessing was released. What would have passed you by is now moving toward you. What was locked is being delivered. What was aging is now reviving. This isn't a metaphor. This is a miracle in motion. The fact that you're still reading proves that you were ready. You were open. And now nothing will remain the same. Not your face, not your energy, not your future. My child, my beloved, there is something sacred God wants you to understand. This miracle wasn't delayed. It was preserved. You didn't miss it. You were being prepared for it. Your body, your heart, your emotions, your belief, all of it had to be aligned so the blessing would take root and not be stolen. If it had arrived sooner, it may have faded like morning dew. But now it has come at the perfect time and it will last. This is a permanent change, not a passing touch. You are going to feel younger not only in skin but in soul. You'll laugh like you used to. You'll move with freedom. You'll smile and not even realize your face is carrying the light of heaven. That's how deep this shift goes. It's not on the surface. It's in your spiritual DNA. And no one, not even the years that tried to age you, can undo what God has begun today. My child, my beloved, somewhere in the past, you were made to feel like time had stolen your beauty. You may have even spoken those words to yourself. But God heard you and He disagreed. Because your beauty was never taken. It was buried beneath the weight of long days, stress, grief, and moments where you gave more than you received. But now the veil is being lifted. The treasure is being uncovered. You were never truly aging. You were just under pressure. And now that pressure is breaking. And just like a flower rises from the dirt, your glow is rising from within. You are being kissed by heaven. Not once but again and again until every cell in your body glows with the approval of God. You were not built to fade. You were built to shine at the exact time He calls you forward. My child, my beloved, everywhere you go now, the atmosphere will respond to you differently. People won't know why they're drawn to you. They won't understand the sudden calm they feel in your presence. But heaven will know, because what's changing is not just your appearance. It's your frequency. You are vibrating with divine youth, with angelic clarity, with holy peace. The years of stress are dissolving. Your body is beginning to act as though it knows God is holding it. And that knowing will become visible. The way you sit, the way you breathe, the way your voice flows, it's all part of the miracle. And as it continues, even medical results will begin to shift. Numbers will stabilize. Sleep will return. Inflammation will reduce. This isn't magic. It's something far greater. It's God fulfilling His word to you in full detail. My child, my beloved, there is something else. Something secret. You were born with a hidden radiance. Something heaven placed inside you that the world was never supposed to dull. But over the years, people dimmed it. Life drained it. You forgot it was there. But I never forgot, and God never forgot, and now He's activating it again. That divine glow is returning not just to your face but to your presence. People will begin to describe you differently. They'll say you seem younger, lighter, more magnetic. They'll say you've changed but can't quite say how. And you'll smile because you'll know the truth. It's not a how, it's a who. It's God. He's the one behind the light returning to your life. And every time you look in the mirror, you'll remember it's not anti-aging. It's divine restoration. My child, my beloved, there is a powerful silence settling around you right now. It's not emptiness. It's presence. The presence of something ancient and holy wrapping itself around your body, calming your nervous system, breathing youth into your bones. This presence is not a feeling. It's an announcement that something new has begun, that every moment you gave in secret is being repaid in visible favor, that the years the locust stole are being restored with interest. You will not walk through this year looking like the last one because this is your glow season. This is your renewal hour. And those who laughed at you for believing in miracles are about to watch one unfold every time you enter the room. That's what happens when God chooses someone for public glory after private surrender. My child, my beloved, tonight while you sleep, angels will be working. They won't touch your mind. They'll touch your memory. They'll begin to erase the emotional weight of heartbreaks that aged you. They'll lift the imprint of fear that crept into your spine. They'll heal the fatigue stored in your back, your legs, your hands. They will smooth out the fold stress tried to leave in your spirit. You'll wake up and feel like the past is lighter. That's because God isn't just restoring your face. He's restoring your timeline. He's restoring the years where your laughter was forced, where your eyes carried shadows, where your body didn't feel like home. This restoration includes all of it. And when you rise tomorrow, heaven will already be ahead of you, preparing glances, compliments, favor, and whispers from strangers who notice something has changed. My child, my beloved, you won't need to explain it to anyone. This restoration will speak for itself. A divine hush will follow you, a stillness in the air when you enter a space. It will feel like people want to ask but can't because they'll feel what you carry is holy. You will notice it in elevators, in store aisles, at work, in photos, in conversations. God has made you a walking miracle. And when people try to figure out your secret, they'll see something in your eyes that says, I've been touched by something higher. And you have. You've been chosen for one of the rarest gifts of all, divine renewal. And from this moment on, your life will unfold in front of you like a bloom in slow motion. But everyone around you will see it all at once. It was never mean to carry the weight of so many unspoken burdens. It was created to move with joy, to walk with peace, to sign with unshakable hope. But life came and so much of what you did not deserve was placed on your shoulder, and now by the hand of the Almighty that weight is being lifted. Not just spiritually but physically. As this message settles into your spirit, your cells are responding. Your spine is remembering its strength. Your muscles are waking up to joy again. The sag of your posture is becoming the rise of your divine glow. This is the more than healing. This is holy reversal. The heaviness of the past is no longer a choice to shape your appearance. God is reclaiming His design, and you, beloved, are becoming a walking portrait of what favor looks like when it takes human form. My child, my beloved, there's a reason your body always tried to fight back against exhaustion. Even when you felt completely empty, your spirit kept reaching upward. That's because deep within you, heaven planted a code that never forgets who you really are. And now that code is being reactivated. This restoration you're feeling, it's not artificial. It's original. You were never meant to grow old the way the world describes it. You were meant to evolve into light, into peace, into effortless radiance. And that's exactly what's happening now. You'll notice your movements becoming smoother, your voice calmer, your skin warmer. These are signs of divine youth taking hold. And once it begins, it does not stop. Because heaven doesn't offer temporary beauty. It gives you eternal identity. My child, my beloved, do not underestimate what's happening. God isn't just giving you a fresh start. He's redeeming the parts of you that were lost when no one was looking. The innocence you carried, the confidence you once walked in, the ease of laughter, the freedom in your skin, the way you once danced without worry. These things are returning not as distant memories, but as present gifts. You'll feel them flood back in surprising moments. While cooking, while walking, while simply looking at yourself in the mirror, you'll feel a strange sense of being at home in your body again. And that's how you'll know heaven's hand has not only touched you, it has settled on you to stay. My child, my beloved, soon people from your past will try to reconnect. They'll see your transformation and wonder if they still have access to the new you. But you'll know not everyone is meant to come with you into this divine chapter. Your glow is sacred. This restoration is not for performance. It's for peace. It's not to prove anything. It's to honor what you endured. So be wise, beloved. Protect this blessing. Let your silence speak louder than your explanation. Let your presence testify. You don't have to explain what God is doing. Those meant to walk with you will see it. Those not aligned will fall away. And that's exactly how God intended it. My child, my beloved, your youth isn't just returning to your face. It's returning to your decisions. You will begin to choose differently. Your desires will shift. You will no longer tolerate what drains you. You'll feel your spirit repelling low vibrations. Gossip will bore you. Chaos will annoy you. Negativity will feel foreign to you because the younger version of you, the real you, was always full of light, hope, and expectancy. That childlike energy is coming back. And with it, you'll begin to chase dreams again. Not because you need to prove yourself, but because you finally feel free enough to believe again. This restoration is more than a gift. It's a calling back to your most beautiful self. My child, my beloved, there are angels writing about you tonight. Your support really helps the channel grow. A $10 super thanks would mean a lot. Thanks. They're recording how you responded to this moment, how your heart opened, how you didn't skip, how you believed. And for that, your name has been marked in a registry of divine renewal. You are now one of the few chosen ones carrying the seal of sacred youth. And with that seal comes protection. You will be protected from the things that aged you before. Stress will not sit on your face the same way. Grief will not hollow your cheeks. Tension will not crease your forehead. Your body will no longer reflect trauma. It will radiate triumph. This is the reward for keeping faith alive in a world that tried to drain it. My child, my beloved, listen carefully. This miracle will also affect how others treat you. People will be kinder, more curious, more generous. It will feel like the world is finally seeing you. But it's not the world. It's heaven announcing you. The glow will not only change your face, it will change your favor. Doors that were once shut will open because of how you carry yourself. People won't know why they want to help you, but you'll know. It's the divine youth speaking for you before you say a word. This glow is your new covering. This blessing is your new language. This radiance is your new armor. And nothing can dim what heaven has now made visible. My child, my beloved, the reason you felt such a sudden peace today is not a coincidence. It's the first layer of heaven's renewal settling into your body. Peace is the foundation for transformation. And God knew you could not fully glow until the storms within you were stilled. That's why even in this very moment, your heart rate is slowing, your spirit is calming, your breathing is deepening. These are the signs that your body is beginning to trust again, to let go, to align with the youth God is gifting you. This is not temporary relief. This is the start of a permanent shift. And from here on, the more you lean into this peace, the more your reflection will change. Because beauty follows peace. Radiance follows surrender. And the miracle of youth always begins with stillness. My child, my beloved, this message is your turning point. It is the spiritual appointment you never saw coming, but that was always on heaven's calendar. You did not miss it. You were led to it. Every delay you suffered, every disappointment that made you feel left behind, it was all part of the orchestration that led you here. You are not being restored by accident. You are being restored on purpose because what's ahead of you requires strength, vitality, and visibility. And God refuses to let you walk into your next season looking like what you've been through. He is wiping the years off your body the same way He wiped tears from your spirit. And from this point forward, even time will have to honor you. You are not walking into the future as you were. You're walking and glowing. My child, my beloved, can I tell you a secret only heaven knows? The moment your spirit said yes to this restoration, a fragrance was released in the throne room. A scent so rare, it's reserved only for those who carry both battle scars and unwavering belief. That sense surrounded your name, and it caught the attention of angels assigned to healing, youth, and divine attraction. They began to circle your name in light, and the command was given, deliver what was delayed, release what was reserved, restore what was robbed. That's why your body will begin to move with ease. why the weight around your face will lift, why people will compliment you without realizing why. Because the spiritual fragrance of renewal is now resting on you, and everything around you will begin to respond to it. My child, my beloved, God has decided that your glow will no longer come from products or effort, but from presence. His presence is already wrapping itself around your body like warm oil. It will soften the lines. It will smooth out the tiredness. It will replace the shadows under your eyes with light. This is not about becoming someone new. It's about revealing who you were beneath the pain. This glow is not artificial. It is spiritual, and once it begins, you will feel it in every room you enter. The eyes of others will linger. Their posture will shift. Their tone will soften. They won't be able to describe it, but you will know. You'll know it's the sign of being seen, not by the world but by God. My child, my beloved, the youth being restored to you carries a purpose. It is not for vanity. It is for victory, because there are assignments ahead of you that require a face not worn by worry, a voice not burdened by years of silence, a walk not slowed by the weight of sorrow. You are being made new so that you can carry new things, things that your old self couldn't have held, responsibilities soaked in favor. Doors that recognize energy, not just effort, relationships that see your soul, not your age. This youth is a tool, and when you carry it with grace, it will open more than eyes. It will open destinies. You are not being seen just for beauty. You are being seen for divine relevance. Your time has not passed. It is beginning. My child, my beloved, heaven is removing shame from your timeline. The shame you felt when your reflection didn't match your spirit. The embarrassment you quietly carried when people asked if you were okay. All of that is dissolving now. You will never again apologize for the way you look, because you will love it. Not from pride, but from peace. You'll look in the mirror and finally see yourself as God sees you. Not as someone fading, but as someone returning. And the glow will not be silent. It will speak. It will declare to the world that something holy happened to you. And the world will have no choice but to notice. My child, my beloved, do you feel the electricity behind your eyes? The tingling in your fingers? The light in your stomach? That's the divine energy of youth re-entering your being. It flows like warmth, like breath, like waves of holy rhythm. You are not reading this anymore. You are merging with it. This is why you'll feel lighter in your bones, why you'll suddenly crave joy, why your skin may begin to flush with unexpected warmth. Don't be afraid. That's the power of the divine operating table. God is doing more than healing. He's reconstructing, refitting the temples of yourselves to carry joy again. And your entire body will shift in obedience. From this moment forward, you are heaven's testimony of visible restoration, and nothing can take that away from you.